Today, I am talking about Palantir yet again, but for good reason. Tom Lee has said something very important about the economy and inflation. But not only that, he has let his actions speak louder than words pertaining to Palantir yet again. Let's dive right into this video. I want to hit some points about Palantir and inflation and the market and economy and talk about what Tom Lee has actually said about the economy and then what he didn't say, but his actions speak louder than words involving Palantir. Let's get right to it. So the one-year inflation expectations is at 2.8% now, which is pre-pandemic level. And the Fed's target for the interest rates is 2.8%, which is going to take about a year to get there with consistently cutting interest rates. Now, Tom Lee has said that inflation is dropping like a rock. So I'm going to read this verbatim. Inflation has been a pressing issue in America, but according to Tom Lee, the surge in price levels could soon be a thing of the past. In a recent interview, the market expert and head of research at Fundstrat Global Advisors remarked, "I think the war on inflation has been meaningfully better in terms of progress." I'm going to quote this. Tom Lee anticipates additional progress in combating inflation. "I know there's a lot of dispute, but I think the last two inflation reports and the fact that 55% of inflation components are back to pre-pandemic level means inflation is really going to fall like a rock." This is good for Palantir, but Palantir has already been doing really damn good during the inflation anyway. They're up 124% in the last 12 months, beating the S&P 500 by over 95%. Since 2020, Palantir's government side of the business has doubled from $600 million to $1.2 billion, and the commercial side of the business has doubled from $500 million to $1 billion. It's not like anywhere else around the globe is really boycotting Palantir, even though they stand for really strong macroeconomics here in the States, and they're pretty much pro-America. Their worldwide revenue has doubled since 2020 from $300 million to $600 million. This is like a freight train that can't be stopped or even slowed down. The thing about Palantir and their AIP is that the bureaucracy and the emails and the approvals and things that take weeks, if not months, to make decisions on, Palantir can compile all of this data and make decisions in seconds or minutes. It's extremely fast. Everyone who's used Palantir has said the same thing. It has been seamless and saved their company, and it's very easy to use. The issue is that Palantir's growth is not going to slow down like some people think. In fact, they have enough customers lined up, they can have 50 to 60% year-over-year growth increase for the next 5 to 6 years as of right now. They have all of the customers ready to go and lined up that really want this product. The demand is there. They have all of the customers. Everyone's just lining up wanting to buy Palantir. Really, the only one stopping Palantir from increasing their sales is availability and Palantir themselves. They don't have enough supply to meet the demand. The demand is there. The customers are there and ready. They're primed, ready to go and lined up. Just imagine having enough customer demand to give you a 50 to 60% year-over-year growth for the next 5 to 6 years as of right now. That's how much pent-up demand there is for Palantir. I've said this before. Palantir is the quasi-monopoly of software. You have NVIDIA and they have their Blackwell chips, and of course they're into the data centers. AMD is doing the same thing. They're also involved in software. They've invested in SoundHound. They've invested in Serve Robotics. But we also have to look at the fact that Palantir's AIP and their boot camps that they're putting out is a defense, government defense, a lot of government contracts, as well as high-end commercial contracts. So it's a different sector. One's hardware and one's software. But because of the government contracts and because of their AIP and their boot camps, they are really the quasi-monopoly of AIP and AI software. The crazy part about this, and I've been saying it for months, is that it's kind of like Palantir is being held down, sandbagged, shorted, and they're not quite getting the respect that they deserve. But all of that has just recently changed. Not only has Dan Ives recognized how good Palantir is, but now Tom Lee has done the exact same thing. In fact, Tom Lee has done something in the last week which shows how much he is starting to realize that Palantir is on the up and up. If you're having any kind of difficulty understanding all this macroeconomics, as well as the government commercial sides of business, fundamentals, technicals, understanding companies, I know this is a lot. It's very frustrating if you don't understand it, but this is all key ingredients ingredients to a successful trading and investing career or retirement. You need to understand all of this stuff. So if you need help and you're struggling in the market, you're losing money, I would love to help you. I offer one-on-one coaching, full training course, and Discord to surround yourself with like-minded people just like us to grow your financial wealth and your financial freedom. My students in the Discord are all profitable. They're making between 5 and 15% their first month, and I have several students that are up 25% their first month, and most students in my Discord have hit the 20 to 30% profit on their portfolio in the first 2 to 3 months. If you are watching this video and you are struggling in the market, or you haven't even started yet and you don't know where to begin, does not matter, fam. I've got your back. It's a very serious mentorship. If you take it serious and you really want to improve your financial health and live your best life, you guys can sign up at any time at investwithcorey.com right there on the screen or in the information box below. Look, I was bankrupt 5 years ago, and now I can buy my kids dirt bikes. I can buy new cars. I bought Shelbys, Land Rovers, Hellcats. I bought my mom a Hellcat, bought a new house. I can pretty much do whatever I want because I have time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. And I want to show you how you can do the exact same thing. So what are you waiting for? If you're committed and you're serious, click on the link in the information box below and I'll be waiting for you in the Discord. So really big news for everybody who supports Palantir. Tom Lee not only said that inflation is falling like a rock, Dan Ives also said some pretty positive things with Tom Lee recently about Palantir. But not only that, Tom Lee has put Palantir at the top of his list, the granny shot list on his website. Let me show you. So Tom Lee has put Palantir on his website. This was as of August 20th. It was like less than a week and a half ago. Palantir is at the top of the list. It's on the main page. So now he is understanding the importance of investing in Palantir right now. So this way you can maximize your profits. All stocks that are on the granny shot list are stocks that are going to return high amounts of profits. We're not going to spend a lot of time looking at the granny shot list or talking about it, but the mere fact that Tom Lee has put Palantir on this list now shows you that Tom Lee and Dan Ives have both recognized Palantir as a serious player. So let me show you guys how to dive into the options chain and what I would do to get yourselves in a much better position to enter the stock so you guys can start piling up on Palantir so you can benefit from the growth. The market cap on Palantir is just over 70 billion. It was 50 billion just a few months ago. I told you guys that Palantir was going to make its way to about a 250 billion market cap by summer 2025, signifying a 5x return. This is when the stock price was $20. We already have a 50% return in the last 2 months. I expect Palantir to be somewhere in the $50 to $60 range by next summer. This is incredible growth. It's not for sure, but I do see it happening, and I would not be shocked if Palantir broke 40 plus by Christmas or New Year's. So this is the time to get in, to sell puts, collect premiums if the stock drops, dollar cost average. So ultimately what I would do to get into the stock is I would sell puts going about 1 week out, and I would sell $30 puts. This is a great price to get into Palantir. I would do this maybe even 2 weeks out. You could sell at 31 because it's double the price, and I don't see Palantir falling much below 31. If we go back to the chart, we see that really there's a lot of support at 28, 29, a ton of it, and there's really good support right here at 30. So realistically, 30 is where I would try to sell, 29 and 30. I really would. So I would sell $30 puts, and I would try to get filled when the price comes down, maybe try to get like 30. The price would only have to drop on Palantir on opening bell, maybe like 30 cents, 20, 30 cents, which very well could happen. We'll have to play this by ear, see how things play out. But I would sell 5 of these and maybe sell 5 $30.50 puts. So we can put up 14,000 to make 150. This is 600 a month, and this is going to be roughly 5% per month. But then we're going to offset that by selling 5 $30.50 puts, which we can get about 45 for when the stock falls. So this right here is roughly 900 a month. So this is about 6%. So you're going to average between 4.5 and 6.5, which is right around 5.5 to 6% per month. We're going to be putting up 30,000 if you have a large enough portfolio, that is, to make 900 a month on the $30.50 puts and to make about 600 here. So putting up 30 grand to make about $1,500, which is a 5% per month. And if we get into Palantir and the price price drops, I would dollar cost average. And this is me speaking from a large account perspective. If you have a small account, sell one $30.50 put and one $30 put. Collect you $70 a week. This will get you $300 a month. If the price drops to $29.50, then sell a $29 and a $28.50. This way, you can dollar cost average and add to your position. Palantir has a lot of growth potential. It truly does. And anytime you're selling puts on Palantir, if you're selling between a 20 and a 30 delta, you're very safe. A $30 put is a 22 delta and a 30.50 is a 30 delta. So it's perfectly safe. A $31 put is about a 39 delta. A stock like Palantir, outside of huge news or earnings, it doesn't really move a lot. So you can get away with a 39 delta that's slightly aggressive. I prefer 30 or below. Between 20 and 30, like I said, is perfect. So a 30 put is perfect. A 30.50, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more premium, but you can generate a good amount of income. And if you notice that you're selling these puts and as you're going through the week, you're up 50, 75% and the stock's not coming down, buy them back for a 50 to 75% gain and then buy the shares because you've already made most of that premium, right? If you sell, let's say a $31 put, you collect $61 and by Wednesday or Thursday, it's only worth $10, then you could buy it back. You've made 50. If the share price is say $32, your average cost is really $31.50. Go ahead and buy the shares or sell $31.50 puts. This way you're constantly generating premium and don't worry about getting assigned because this is a good stock. So like I said, it doesn't matter if you get assigned at 30, 30.50, 31, even 31.50 or 32. Heck, even if the stock drops, then you buy more at 28 and it drops to 27. It doesn't matter because in the long run, by New Year's or next summer, the stock's going to likely be 35 to 40 or higher. So anything in between, like I said, is just noise. What does it matter if you pay 32, it drops to 25, then runs to 40? You paid 32, it ran to 40. There's still profits. Doesn't matter what happens in between. It's noise. It's a shakeout, sandbagging, manipulations. Dollar cost average, sell puts, spread out your purchases over time, and build your portfolio in Palantir. I know all of this talking about options, delta, gamma, vega, theta, when to buy, when to sell, selling puts, calls, dollar cost averaging. All of this can be confusing, especially on a company like Palantir, where if you knew which options to run and which strategies and how to find companies like Palantir, you can become profitable. Don't let this stop you from the financial freedom you ultimately deserve. If you seem lost or you don't even know where to begin or you're losing money, just take a deep breath and I am here to help you. I offer full Discord and training course and one-on-one coaching so this way I can get you on the right track. It's a very serious mentorship, so you have to be serious and committed as well. Limited spots. I cannot let everybody in. So if you guys would love to grow your financial wealth and you're looking for guidance and looking to learn, I would love to help you. I am driven every day to help others achieve the success that I achieved. Like I said, was bankrupt 5 years ago. Now I can buy anything I want, go wherever I want, and live the dream life. And I'm truly blessed. And I've helped my Discord students achieve a lot of success over the last 4 months. Most actually hit 10, 20% in their first month. I have students with only $20,000 portfolios that have made over $11,000 in their second month. That is a 30% return. If you guys want to do the same thing, you guys can sign up at investwithcorey.com right there on the screen or in the information box below. So whenever you guys are ready, you can sign up at any time. I'll be waiting for you in the Discord. I know this video is over, but I picked another one right there. Click it. Click that video right there. And I'll see you over there. And remember, until the next video, let's grow our wealth together. Take care, fam. Click the video.